A lot of people build their business backwards. They start building a business and suddenly they need to adjust their life completely around their business. And I think people do it the complete wrong way. What if I tell you you can flip it? What if I tell you you can build a business that serves your life instead of your life serving the business? And I can tell you, I've been doing this for the last few years. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can create a 7-figure lifestyle business with only working 2 hours per week. That's correct, only 2 hours. Maybe in the beginning a little bit more, but I can tell you, I'm not working that much more in my operational day-to-day stuff for my business because I have way more time to reflect, way more time to think, and way more time to enjoy life. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 4 pillars that your business needs to have to be a 7-figure lifestyle business, and you can straight away execute on it and check if you have everything in place. And before I'm going to talk about all these 4 pillars, I just want to make it very clearly, you can choose between 2 types of businesses that you can create when you're starting. The first business that you can start with the intention is to be a performance business. A performance business is a business that focuses on enterprise value, that wants to make a big exit at the end. And normally these are the businesses that scale very aggressively and eat all margin and reinvest everything back into the business. Think about Tesla, Uber, Airbnb, etc. These are the big companies that go for $1 billion, hundreds of millions of dollars. If you want to create that, well, do your thing. But this video will be mostly about the second type of business that you can create, which is a lifestyle business. A lifestyle business has way higher margins, way higher profit margins. You can take more money out of the business to put back into your lifestyle instead of putting it back into your business. So that's what we're going to talk about, because I've created 2 lifestyle businesses in the last few years, and these both still active, and both businesses generate over $1 million every year with insane profit margins, which made me move abroad, go to Portugal, have multiple houses, have a baby, have a kid, go on holidays, etc. So this is what I wanted to talk about. We're going to talk about the first pillar for the lifestyle business, which is a key person of influence. You need a key person of influence, and that's probably you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Why? Because probably I think most of the people that are watching this video are founders. So a lifestyle business is normally founder-led, which means the founder, which is probably you, is the key person of influence. So the first pillar is this key person of influence, and the key person of influence needs to check 4 boxes. And 4 boxes are: 1, the key person of influence needs to have authority. Secondly, it needs to have skills, it needs to have trust, and it needs to have audience. So if you have all of these 4 boxes, then you know that you are the key person of influence, or if someone in your business has this. The key person of influence, his job or her job is literally just be out there and show the brand, show the product, show the offer to as many people as possible, and attract probably team members as well. It's meant to be not into operations. So for me, for example, I am the key person of influence for Freedom Achievers. I'm not into the day-to-day operations because that makes me go into the business instead of working on the business, instead of creating this type of content, instead of making ads, instead of making organic reels, etc., and just talk about the brand more. I want to build my audience, I want to build my trust, I want to build my authority, I want to build my content system, I want to build my personal brand. That's what a key person of influence needs to do. So as soon as you have this key person of influence in place, we need to go to the second pillar, which is actually the 4-product ladder. You can only move to the 4-product ladder if you have everything in place for the key person of influence, and you have something to talk about, and you have something to maybe to sell, or you think about selling. So why is it a 4-product ladder? Because we have 4 different stages, 4 different levels into your business where your customer goes through. So this is actually, you need to think about the customer journey. What is the start of the customer journey and what's the end of the customer journey? So we have 4 products. The first product is actually to attract attention. That's the only purpose of this product, to attract attention. And the key element of this product is that it is free and it is instant. It gives them instant results or an instant win. So this could be, for example, a free download. You have a lead magnet on your YouTube or on your Instagram or wherever, and people can instantly download. Or maybe you have the software or your tool and it's like a free trial. So people only need to do maybe one thing on their desktop or one thing on the mobile, and that's it. It needs to be instant downloadable. That's one of the most important things with this. So otherwise people need to wait, etc. No, this is for instant gratification, to show that you have something valuable to share without selling them. So they don't need to invest money or time into this, it's instant. Then we go into the second letter, which is actually to qualify these leads. Because you now have attention and you have people maybe willing to work more with you, or they ask you for more value. Now you need to qualify them. And this is the level where they start to invest something into you. This could be time or money. I would recommend to do time, because it's not maybe the best time to sell something already for cheap. Maybe $1 or $2 to just liquidate some ad spend or whatever, but normally this is just a free webinar. For example, when I just launched Freedom Achievers, we hosted a free webinar for 1.5 or 2 hours. So now people needed to invest at least 1 hour or 2 hours from their time into listening to me. And I can tell you, the more time they spend with your personal brand and with your offer, the more likely they are buying. So that's the whole intention with this. If you, for example, have a e-com business, you can run a quiz funnel, and people need to go through a challenge or to a funnel, and they literally need to click some buttons and they need to think about it. They need to have some brain capacity to just do this. That's the main element of this secondary product. The third product is actually the transformation product. This is where the magic happens. This is your core offer. This is your hero product. This is where you will become known of. Freedom Achievers that's for me, my core product is teaching you or teaching people how to make your first 1K day in 90 days using only Google Ads for your dropshipping business. That's a very clear offer, and that's where the transformation happens. You can imagine that if people go through my product and they make their first 1K day and they make the first 30K month, they will be in cloud 9. They will be really, really grateful, and they want to even do more. They want to work more closely to me. They want to do more business with me, etc. It's really important that you focus on this product and you focus on the results and you focus on the wins. This is where 99% of your focus should be, because if you build a really good product, people will start telling about this product to others, and you will get customers because of customers. That's actually how it's working. But then we have this transformation product ready, and you need to be reverse engineering. How do you get attention to this? How can you qualify leads to this, etc.? This is why we have these different stages. But this product, the third product, is your most important one, because that makes product 4 easier to sell. Product 4 is the retention LTV play, lifetime value play. You probably now have people going through your product, going through your program, and they get the results that you promised them. Now they want to have more, because I can tell you it's 10 times easier to sell something to an existing customer than to a customer that doesn't know you. So now, for example, this could be an example as masterminds or inner circles or more close communities, advanced programs. So within Freedom Achievers, we have an inner circle program, which is for people that are already doing 1K a day or 30K a month, and they want to have more proximity to us, but also to other people, to like-minded people that are doing the exact same thing. So inner circles, masterminds, events, etc. could be a really good thing. I know events are huge. They just ask customers to come together, and a ticket maybe will cost them $50 or maybe even 50K. Like you can choose whatever you want, but this is a really good play because it's way easier to sell these products because you already gave them the transformation and they just want to have more. So pillar 1 was the key person of influence. Pillar 2 was the 4 product ladder, and pillar 3 is the team. You need a team. Alone you can go fast, together you come farther. That's just the quote that I use every time. And even if you would digest the letters of team, together everyone achieves more. Team. I love that. That's the quotes that I live by, and that's my culture that I set. Team is actually very important to achieve the goals that you want and to be literally not included with your operations. Because in the beginning, you probably will notice that you need to work way more than 2 hours per week to just achieve this. But I can tell you, that you will quickly accelerate when you do everything correctly that I just literally mentioned everything in this video. So you need a team. You need a team to to accelerate on this. And it's very simple. A lot of people overcomplicate this and start hiring crazy team members and big teams because they think they need this. I can tell you it's the other way around. You just need good people, really good people that will do the work for 5 or 10 people. For a lifestyle business, you only have, I think, 3 big departments that you need to hire for. And these could be 3 different people. This could be 5 different people, but for 3 components of a lifestyle business, you need to hire. The first one is content support, because the key person of influence needs to be out there and the content needs to be distributed all over the places. TikTok Shorts, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. And someone needs to clip this, distribute this, and organize this. This is, for me, Oscar, that's probably now watching this video and editing this. He makes sure that everything is done from that side. And that's the only part on content that I think that you need. A key person of influence, a good one that has already content in place, knows how to script, knows how to tell everything. And if you tell something you're passionate about, you don't need to script that much. This video is literally just outlined by 5 bullet points, and I can just keep yapping about this because I'm really passionate about this. Then the second department that you should be hiring for is sales, because content attracts attention, like I told you guys. Now we need to change this attention to sales. So that's the second department that you need to hire from. Make sure that someone can get this attention into sales. So this could be a sales rep, this could be someone that is an appointment setter, whatever. Someone needs to qualify your leads and sell them your offer. That's what you need. So for me, for example, in the beginning, I had a free discovery call to join Freedom Achievers. Well, guess what? I was doing these calls myself first because I think a key person of influence, especially the founder, needs to know what your customer wants and what kind of questions they're asked. But after 10 to 15 calls, I switched to a sales representative, and he just hopped on these calls and he closed the Freedom Achievers members into the business. And now, for example, for my secondary business, Icarus Agency, we have a closer there as well, and he does this for you. So that's perfect. So we have someone that is qualifying the leads and selling them to your offer, and make sure that the customer is actually the one that you want into your business, which is really important. You don't want to have customers that you don't want to serve. So then, if you have sold your product, you've sold your offer, you need someone to deliver, which is called delivery. Delivery is actually delivering the product, delivering the promise. We promise you to make your first 1K day in 90 days with Google Ads dropshipping, because we have great support, we have a great course, we have a great community, but someone needs to manage that. Someone needs to deliver on that. For me, that in the beginning, that was Enrique. Enrique now later became my business partner in there, but he's actually my growth operator behind my whole business. Without him, I was not able to run Freedom Achievers as lean and as efficient as I'm doing right now, because he literally takes care of the complete delivery. If something breaks in the delivery, if someone is complaining about the delivery, it's him that I can ask, man, what's actually happening? And he already knows, and he's already fixing it, which is amazing. So we have 3 departments: content support, we have the sales, and we have the delivery. These 3 are actually the only hires that you need to do. And you can do this on a monthly retainer, or on some small commission based, or maybe even on profit share, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just make sure that if you choose, for example, for retainers, people are not incentivized as much as you maybe want, but they need more clear directions and more guidance from you. If you're not the best operator, or you don't want to operate that much, just like me, then incentivations like equity or profit shares is actually way better, but don't start too early with this. And now when you have this team in place, I can tell you, you only need to work 2 hours per week to keep a 7-figure business up and running. You just see, like, I just came back from the gym. I will now go for a big walk with my dog, with my daughter, and with my wife. And then probably I will literally send this YouTube video to Oscar, and Oscar will start clipping it, will start editing it, etc., etc. And then my work is actually already done for today. Tomorrow it will be the exact same thing. And this video took me 25 minutes. So this is how you can, and Freedom Achievers make 6 figures a month consistently with 80% profit margins. So I'm really happy with that. Icarus Agency, the exact same thing. So I think this is the framework that you should be implementing to your business if you want to create a healthy and profitable lifestyle business. Because in the end, it's actually not how big your company is and how much money it's actually generating. No, it's how much freedom it's generating you back into your life so you can enjoy being on this planet Earth, because time is limited. Money is abundant, time is limited, and treat it carefully. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.